Hello everyone, welcome to a new lecture. We will talk now about material nodes and we will make our first material. So it is the same as the reference that we have. So what we will do now, first thing we need guys is nodes for us to make logic out of this material editor. So now I need something that is called constant 3 vector for us to get the color. So I want to do right click and do constant 3 vector. Okay? So now I've got constant and constant 2 vector and constant 3 vector. Why do I want 3 vector? Because I need 3 values, R, G, B, red, green. So I will take constant 3 vector. I've got it in this way. Before we attach it, is it the only way we make constant 3 vector? No, if we do 3 plus left click, we've got constant 3 vector. If I go from the palette and do constant 3 vector, I'm gonna get it here too. I can drag and drop it into my viewport where I can do the logic. There are 3 ways that I can get the nodes that I need, but 3 and left click constant 3 vector is the shortcut. Not all of the components has shortcuts. So if I need something that doesn't have a shortcut, I can get it from the palette here. Anything I want, also in the nodes. Also, everything is available through right click and typing in whichever node I need. So now I'm gonna do left click, drag and delete, and I will connect the constant 3 vector with the base color. Now I've got the color of the object completely black, and I want to view it in different ways. So the orbiting here is not going as smooth as I want. So what we can do is basically maybe try, so we can navigate quickly, right? We can orbit around the model itself, not like around the entire plane on the model. So let's close this one and maybe try to reopen it again. So I want to go and open this and go from the materials and say simple materials. Now I'll double click on it. Now I can orbit, as you can see, very, very efficient and better than before. So before it was just for us to know how to put an object in the material editor and see. So 3 and left click, I connected the black color. Double click on the color. And I want the color is white, so I will do OK now. So now the color is white. I can move the cursor to the colors and I can pick whichever color I want. Green, purple, anything you name it. So let's make the application now. Make OK, save, and I will try to assign the material to the object. As you can see now, we can see the entire object with this material. So Control Z, either I drag and drop on the object or drag and drop to the details of the object where I can change the material here. And both ways are correct. Direct from the viewport or Control Z and I put it in the details, my details of the object. Okay, excellent. So now I'm gonna go and see, I dragged and drop and I wanna change the color to blue, for example. I'll do OK and save. Now everything will change directly. It's purple now. So I want the color of it to be white or semi-white. And as we mentioned before, nothing is 100% white, nothing is 100% black. So I can apply only, guys, and then after I'm done, I do save, because apply takes little less time than save. So if I'm 100% sure how material is gonna look like, then I can save. But usually if I'm editing all the time, then it's better to apply materials. So according to the reference, I've got a charcoal gray material. So I will go to the charcoal gray zone in the color palette and I will do OK. And I will save now, for example. Okay, I got a gray color. Is it the same tone? No, I think it's a bit more dark. So I need to darken it a bit. Okay. I will apply now and save. 100%. This way is kind of the same color of the reference. In the reference, I've got a little bit of green like oilish green, like olive green. So what we need to do basically is try to get the same color kind of from here just a little bit, put it to the color green, and maybe I've got it better now. I can apply. Okay, now maybe I need to make it a little bit darker or make the green little less. Now we apply and see. We can make it a little bit darker. Okay, apply. How is it now? I think the color is very similar now. And I believe that maybe my color is a little bit darker. So I want to make it a little bit dark from here, from the slider, or from the value that is under, from the HSV. I go to the V and I do 0.001, for example, that's black. 0.02, for example, or 0.05, 0.01. I think this is good. Apply. Even better. This way it became very close according to the color. Okay, am I gonna do the same steps every time, like apply and wait? No, but we're just explaining the beginning of the concept, how to do the material and how to know the nodes, and then after that we will get it a little bit more advanced and change it in real time directly. So I want to change the metallic a little bit now. So what I will do now is put the reference nearby my file and try to get the same values in the metallic, specular, and roughness. So what I want to do now, a node that is called constant 1. That's it. So that's a constant. That's the, like, let's say the least node that I can put data into that determines what is the value of the metalness. And basically 0, 1, yes, no, black, white, it's like that. So let's do 1 metallic, for example. It changed as we saw. 0.5. Okay, maybe 0.5. Let's save and see. Maybe this way it looks. Let's see if we can put the UI in an organized place. Okay, now it's organized. I can see the table, the editor, and the scene. So let's have a look here for the table. I've finished from the metallic. I've gave it the value. And we're not going to change the value right now. Every time we change the value, we apply and wait. This is unpractical. So we're just talking fundamentals now, and then we're going to talk about all the hacks and how to become much better in the software and the pipeline and the workflow that we go through. So I'll take another constant, either right-click constant or 1 and left-click, or from the palette I do constant. I need to click on the search first. I do constant. Drag drop. I've got a constant. Or 1 and left-click for the shortcut as a constant. 1 and left-click. So now I will connect it to the specular. And as you remember, we've got 0.5 as a minimum specularity for any object out there. So I did save now. I've started to notice a little bit of reflections. A little bit of reflection beginnings, let's say. So let's say if it was one, for example, I'll do save. I'm gonna amplify these effects even more. As we can see, it became a little bit brighter. It kind of got exposed to light even more. So 1 is okay for now. So 1 and left click for roughness, and I'll do roughness 0. And I'll do apply and see what happens. Basically, it's reflected the entire scene for me. It's like 100% reflective. I can do this as a mirror. For example, object. Very beautiful. But this is not our table looks like. It has roughness, but not that much of roughness. So I think we will give it a value of 0.2. Let's do 0.3 and do apply. All right, nice. Now we are getting closer. You can see how it looks like now. Reflective and much more realistic. Let's do 0.5. 0.5 and above, we start talking about matte material, which doesn't do much of reflectivity. Basically, it absorbs light. So 0.5 and upper. 0.4 could give us something in between, but still, it has more reflectivity, our reference. So I'm gonna do now is basically just minimize the value for 0.3. I think 0.3 or 0.35, I don't know, apply. No, I like this value. I like it. It's giving me depth and it's giving me a realism to my scene. Save now. Remember always, guys, save all and save your project so you don't lose any progress. And this way we assign a material, we make a basic material and assign it to an object that consists of color, metallic, specular, and roughness. That gives us a basic material. I hope you guys benefit from this lecture. See you guys in the next ones.